There are three types of keywords that always waste money in Google Ads when you're running them for a local service business or really any sort of lead gen. This will be specifically for home service businesses, though. So, starting with it, the first type is cost. Marker's dead. Cost. These keywords are when you have your service and somebody's looking for the cost on that, obviously. So if you're a remodeling company, someone says cost to remodel my bathroom. If you're a painting company, somebody says, how much is it to get X amount of square foot painted? These types of searches almost never convert. And when they do call you, they do convert, they're just price shopping. And these are ones that you never want to bid on because you're only going to waste your money on these types of people who are searching these searches. They're too top of funnel. They're not ready to buy right now, and they might not even be able to afford what you're offering. So the way you want to get rid of these, first of all, don't bid on the words. And second of all, you can add them as negatives too. And that goes for all three I'm going to go over today. So things that fall under this cost umbrella, obviously the word cost, the words how much, the words what will it cost, things of that nature. You'll get those. There's really only the big two is how much and cost are the big two that you're going to get. So I would put both of those into your negatives and I would never bid on it. Something to think about this too. When I'm going over these types of keywords that always waste money, you're going to have this thought of, well, if somebody's looking for the cost of my service, then that means they are probably in the market, which means I might be able to convert them to a customer. And while that is true, we're not trying to capture every single person possible. We're not trying to cast out a net that can get everybody who wants to buy your service. We only want to target the people in the searches and the intent of very high likelihood conversions. Meaning, yes, if you are a plumber and you bid on the word plumbing, just plumbing, some of your customers might be in there, but a lot of them won't be. So we want to be very narrow with this. All right, that's the first one, cost. Let's move on. Second, the second type of keyword or the second keyword in general that wastes money in Google Ads questions. I excuse my writing there, but questions. What do I mean by that? These are information seeking. So back to painting, right? If somebody searches what type of paint, if somebody searches how often do I need to paint my house, if somebody searches how to tell when I need to repaint my house, things like that, things that are questions about your service, those almost never convert either. Again, these are not people who are ready to buy today. These are information seekers. These are searches who are doing research. These are searches who might be maybe trying to decide what color they want to paint their house. Maybe they're looking at pictures. They're just a different type of potential customer. They're not ready yet, and we don't want to target them with our targeted Google Ads specifically for lead gen. So never do questions. Put these as negatives as well, just like before. Really, the best way to do this is to get rid of the big question words like how, get rid of what. If you get rid of some of those, you can really kind of get all of the junk out of there. Just keep up on your search terms and get those squared away. That's kind of what we do in all of our accounts. Anything that's a question, we just basically get rid of. Unless it's like a question about the service, it's like, who's the best in this area? And they might find you that way. Things like that. But yeah, the big two so far, cost, question, don't want those. We only want clear intent searches of, house painter near me, house painting company in XYZ, interior house painting company. Or a different example, if we do garage door repair in city, garage door repair near me, best garage door repair in here. Very simple, very basic, very just direct to the point keywords is what we want to go for, which kind of leads me into my third one, the third and final category we're going to talk about here. General keywords. Using that last example I just did, the garage door repair, this is kind of the threshold between what I would consider a general keyword and a keyword worth bidding on. If you say garage door repair as your keyword, I would say that that's the borderline. Anything more general than that, do not do. Garage door, do not do. Repair, obviously don't do, but but you get the point. So painting, house paint, too general. House painter, ugh, that's really close. Probably too general because we don't have the full intent behind it. Somebody searching house painter could just be looking for a picture. Now, house painting service, yes. House painting, house painter near me, yes. House painter in a city, yes. But just house painter, probably not. They don't convert well. I would never recommend bidding on them, and they just waste money. So to recap, never bid on cost, never bid on how much, never bid on anything involving the price of your service. Cheapest, I forgot to mention that earlier, cheapest or affordable, never bid on those. Those are not good customers if they convert, and they usually don't convert anyways. Second, questions, information seeking, do not bid on those. How much? How often? When should I? Do I need to? All of these phrases, do not bid on. Not worth it. Won't get a customer. Will waste money. Finally, general. Don't bid on the key terms of your business. I know that sounds ridiculous, but if you're a lawn care, don't bid on lawn care. Bid on lawn care service, lawn care company, lawn care near me. If you're, junk removal, don't bid on junk removal. Bid on junk removal service. Junk removal you could probably do because the term removal is in there. So that's a bad example. If you're an auto detailing shop, if you're a remodeling company, roofer, don't bid on roofing. Bid on roofing service, roofing near me, roofing company. These types of terms. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting so much money with these general terms. All right, hope that was clear. If you want to get a Google Ads system built for your company, we will build the whole thing for you, leveraging Google Ads, Google Local Service Ads, combine all that together, Google Business Profile Optimization, the whole plan. We'll get that all leveraged for you and run it for 90 days. There's a link in the description below to see if you qualify for that. If you want a free resource, we also have an ROI calculator. You can see how much money that Google Ads could make your business, see the return on investment there, and that can just really help you educate yourself and understand that this is a really good opportunity for home service call businesses. So check those out. Leave this video a like, subscribe. Again, I hope you got some value from this. I'll see you in the next video.